Good evening and welcome to Skylands Ice World in Stockholm, New Jersey. For Pope John Middle School Hockey, Mike Formisano along with you, calling tonight's action as game number one of the season starts for the Pope John Junior Lions Middle School Hockey team. We are playing the West Milford Pequannock squad tonight here at Skylands Ice World. It's game number one of the season, all on Sunday nights, 10-game season, and then playoffs after that, starting here in early November and going all the way through until February and March. Last year, the Jefferson Middle School team won the league championship over West Milford Pequannock, but big changes as now Pope John enters the league. So, we will go over the Pope John roster for you, starting with number 27, Aiden Arminger. Number 12 is A.J. Acuria. Number 9 is Logan Dixon. Number 19, Connor Dunn. Number 22, Michael Formisano. Number 36, Hayden Marshall. Number 24, Tristan Stillwagon. Number 11, Luke Walsh. Number 98, Ryan Walsh. Number 23, Ronnie Ziegler. And then for tonight, additions to the team, number 27, Miro Zahorsky. Number 21, Oliver Colvin. And also Liam Montero. And the goaltender for Pope John is number 30, Jason Trezza. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions is Maria Petro. And assistant coaches throughout the season will be Charlie Spitz and Mark Weaver. I'm Mike Formisano. This is game number one of the Pope John Junior Lions season in middle school hockey against West Milford Pequannock. We are in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World for tonight's action. Seconds away from the opening face-off, and we will be back to Skylands Ice World right after this. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World here inside the Coliseum for Pope John Junior Lion Hockey. Mike Formisano along with you, calling tonight's action. The Junior Lions joining the Middle School League out of Skylands Ice World here in Stockholm, New Jersey for the first time, and they're taking on West Milford Pequannock. Pope John is still waiting the jerseys to come in, so they are wearing white tonight. They will normally have navy jerseys or blue and gold jerseys with the Pope John colors and logo and names and numbers, but for tonight, we're going to wing it with white jerseys against West Milford Pequannock, who has their gray jerseys with gold and white trim. Referees for tonight's game, thank you so much, guys.
Just listening.
Yeah, appreciate it. Opening face-off coming up, and we will try and cover the players as best as possible without the names on the jerseys. Game number one for the Pope John Junior Lions in middle school hockey. If you were with us earlier today, the Pope John Junior Lions 13 and under football squad defeated the Irvington Golden Knights out in Elizabeth, New Jersey in the Pop Warner Regional Quarterfinals by a final count of 16-6. And it was a great victory for them. They will move on to the regional semifinals next weekend. More on that later. We are set for hockey here tonight, probably as late as it'll ever be at 8:40 p.m. Usually the games are set for 5:30 and 7:10 or 7:15 here at Skylands. 10-game seasons and then playoffs after that, but that is not until 2024. For now, the Pope John Junior Lions hit the ice against West Milford Pequannock. The opening line will be Ronnie Ziegler, along with Hayden Marshall, and Miro Zahorsky, and Logan Dixon. We need a fifth player. And referees hold the opening faceoff as Pope John needs one more player. Tristan Stillwagon, number 9 tonight, will be out there. So here's Ziegler with the draw. We'll just go with names and numbers for West Milford Pequannock as they win the faceoff, and it goes over into the near corner. There's Hayden Marshall with the puck out in the crease area. Ziegler on the backhand, and he loses it. Now Ronnie Ziegler picks it up. He'll reverse course. Puck picked up by Marshall behind the net. Goes back the other way. Number 5 for West Milford, Pequannock. Ziegler in the corner. Marshall trying to help out. Puck's along the dasher. It comes back down. Hits the ice. Marshall loses his edge and passes it off to Ziegler. Shot goes wide. Another goaltender for West Milford, Pequannock is Cody Truce. Going back in last year. Here's Michael Formasano, number 22 tonight, wearing the Kings jersey in the white uniform for Pope John. Number 16 in for West Milford, Pequannock. He'll toss it behind the net. Behind Trezza, goes into the far corner, and the puck comes out. This Stillwagon gets flattened, and we're going to have a penalty as a delayed call. West Milford touches up, and number 10 will go to the box as Stillwagon was hit in open ice. So, first power play of the game will go to Pope John, and the faceoff will go deep inside the West Milford end. No score. 12-minute periods here in middle school hockey. West Milford, Pequannock versus Pope John. Pope John in white jerseys tonight. The traditional blue and gold jerseys will be coming in later in the week, thanks to Stacey Dunn for ordering those for the team. So now we got one too many guys in the ice for Pope John. They have to figure out the lines, and we'll get there. This is game number 1 for Pope John. Here's Ziegler in the corner. Ziegler will pass it off to Formasano. Formasano and Dunn out there. And on the point, Aiden Armiger. Armiger plays it off the boards. Gets by him, and here comes West Milford over the red line. Puck picked up by Oliver Colvin. He's wearing number 44 tonight in the white jersey. Well, West Milford carries it over the blue line. We're learning the players as we go, so it'll be easier with names and numbers next week. Here's Connor Dunn. Dunn over the red line. He'll shoot it in. Wraps it around the boards. It goes into the near corner where Ziegler plays it. Formasano there. Checks number 15 off the puck. Number 11 takes it away for West Milford, Pequannock. Sends it all the way down the ice. And it should be far enough for icing. And there it is. 32 seconds remaining on the minor to number 10 for West Milford. 9:57 in the opening period. No score between West Milford and Pope John. Face-off will be to the left of Truce. Let's see, it'll be Ollie Colvin out there on the wing, along with Ziegler facing off, along with Hayden Marshall. Logan Dixon doesn't have a number on the back of the jersey. We've got the Navy socks, the Navy King socks. Here's a shot by Marshall, goes wide right of Truce and into the corner. Comes all the way back out to the near corner. Dixon picks up the puck there. Stolen away by West Milford, and they have a break. Number 9 over the line. Good defense by Zahorsky. Mira Zahorsky making the big play there. So here's Hayden Marshall across the blue line. Marshall drop pass to Ziegler. Ziegler in the corner. Skating back behind the net. Ziegler with the pass out to Dixon. Dixon holds it. Fires. It's loose in the slot. Ziegler with the shot on goal. Rebound saved by Truce. Ziegler again. And it's played out in center ice. Picked up by Zahorsky. Penalties over to West Milford, and so we're back to 5-a-side hockey. There's Marshall. Puck stolen away by number 16. Shot. Saved by Trezza. Good save by Jason Trezza. First test of the night. Puck sent all the way down the ice. It'll be long enough for icing, and there it is. And the faceoff will be deep inside the Pope John end. Pope John Junior Lions middle school hockey team taking on West Milford, Pequannock. Mike Formasano along with you calling tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday evening. It's the first game of the hockey season as we move towards winter. As they said on Game of Thrones, winter is coming. Wouldn't have known it today, though. 75 degrees outside, or 65 degrees out in Elizabeth for the football game. Formasano taking the draw against number 10 for West Milford. Here it is. West Milford wins the faceoff. Puck goes outside the zone, and Connor Dunn chases it down. Dunn coming in. Stolen away by number 11. West Milford was in the finals last year. They went to the final game of the season and lost in 3 games in the best of 3 to Jefferson for the league championship. So, Formisano coming over from West Milford along with Connor Dunn, Hayden Marshall, and a host of others to join the Pope John squad this year. Here's the shot high above the crossbar. And along the glass, there it is. Sent back in. Cleared out of the way by Colvin. West Milford with the steal. Puck in the corner. Shot on goal. Saved by Trezza. And it goes into the netting above the glass and out of play. 8:06 remaining in the first period. No score between Pope John and West Milford. We're so glad you're with us here on this Sunday night at Skylands Ice World. It feels festive. First game here for Pope John, the middle school hockey team. Puck comes back out to number 5. Goes back behind the net. There is Arminger. Arminger plays it up. It's stolen away by 15. Trezza gets a glove on it, and it goes into the far corner. Now here is Montero. Lee Montero loses the puck behind. And number 3 for West Milford, Pequannock picks it up in the slot area. West Milford still in possession. Number 8 with it. Checked away by Ziegler. Puck still in the corner. Pope John fighting for it, and there's Ziegler with it. Ronnie Ziegler, number 3 tonight. He'll be wearing number 23 in the season. Ziegler across the blue line, coming in. Puck knocked off his stick, and West Milford will clear the zone. Across the blue line into the Pope John Lions end. Trezza makes the save, and he'll hold on. Trezza covering the puck just outside the crease. Line change for Pope John. 7:12 remaining opening period. No score between the Lions and West Milford Pequannock. Oh, face-off taken by Formisano for Pope John. Against number, I believe it's 14 for West Milford. To the right of Trezza. Face-off, won by Formisano, and it goes back to Stillwagon. Here is Tristan Stillwagon up to Connor Dunn. Dunn clears the zone, goes along the far boards. Stillwagon after it. Stillwagon wearing number 9 tonight. He'll be wearing number 24 during the season when the jerseys come in. West Milford into the zone. Sends it in behind the net. Picked up there by Dixon. Logan Dixon with it now. Dixon will turn back around, go the other way. Up to Zahorsky. It hits the Zamboni doors. And we've talked about the Zamboni doors in the past for Skylands Kings contest. Shot on goal. Just goes wide and off the backboards. We'll explain what the Zamboni doors mean in just a little bit. Just a lot of crevices there where the Zamboni comes on the ice, and the puck does some weird things. Here's Connor Dunn. Dunn pokes it into center ice. Zahorsky with it now. He's knocked down, and Stillwagon picks up the puck right in front of us. And there is number 7 for West Milford. Shot deflected off of Dixon. Now goes into the corner. Dunn picks it up. Clears the zone. Is picked up there by West Milford Pequannock. Found last year, it's so much easier to call them WMPQ, and that's what they have on the jerseys. It's like an old radio station, like WKRP in Cincinnati, you know? And if you're under 40, you probably don't get that reference. Here's number 10 for West Milford. Coming in zone. Shot on goal. Save by Trezza. Left-hand save. Big save by Jason Trezza. Wearing number 30 tonight in his Woodbridge Wolfpack uniform jersey, but he'll be 30 as well, I believe, when the jerseys come out. Coach Maria Petro sporting the Pope John Lion beanie, or the what is they call it, tooks in Canada, right? Not really beanie, that's the wrong word. It's a took. Here's number 5. It's a hat. It's a nice hat. Number 5 with the shot. Save by Trezza. Goes into the near corner. Number 5 with it for West Milford. Knocked down by Formisano, and he's looking for a break. He's got one defenseman to beat, can't do so. There's number 15 for West Milford. They'll send it up. There's number 10. Sends it across. Now in the face-off circle, number 10 for West Milford Pequannock. Behind the goal. Ziegler on him. In the crease, Trezza will poke that out. And here comes Hayden Marshall. Marshall with the pass to Ziegler. Ziegler inside the West Milford zone. He hits the brakes. Still maintains possession of the puck, trying to get around number 15. That's along the boards, and West Milford picks it up. Pass cross ice. Off the far boards. There is Montero with it. Puck stolen away by Hayden Marshall. Now West Milford with it. Near the far doors. Puck clears the zone as Ziegler has it at center ice. Ronnie Ziegler will throw it off the far boards. Ziegler still with it. Now number 11 steals it away. No score here. 3:55 remaining in the first period. Pope John versus West Milford Pequannock. Fast moving first period. West Milford has it behind their own net. Well, actually on the face-off circle to the left of Cody Truce. There's Formisano. Inside the West Milford zone. Now goes over to number 31. 31 inside the Pope John Lion end. Shot on goal. Saved by Trezor. It'll cover for a face-off. Trezor keeping the Pope John Lions in this game as shots on goal are 7-1 right now in favor of West Milford Pequannock. No score between Pope John and West Milford Pequannock. Face-off won by Formisano trying to escape the zone. It's held in by West Milford, and here's Zahorsky with it. Here's Zahorsky with the pass to Logan Dixon. Dixon has it in the near corner. Sends it back around. West Milford with the puck. Tristan Stillwagon, number 9, pinning his opponent right up against the boards there. Zahorsky trying to dig it out, and there's Formisano with it. Can't escape the zone, however, as West Milford sends it back in. There's number 5, and here's Connor Dunn. Dunn over the blue line right in front of us. I'll take a step back. Now here's Dixon. Logan Dixon along the near boards. Number 5 picks it up for West Milford. Tipped inside the zone. Formisano along the far boards up to Stillwagon. Tristan Stillwagon over the red line. Pass to Dunn. Inside the zone. And it's cleared out by West Milford. Back and forth we go. Well, Pope John has the puck behind their own net. That is Oliver Colvin, I believe. Up to Hayden Marshall. Marshall across the blue line. Now across the red. Taken away by number 11. That's Seb Rusin. Remember him from last year for West Milford Pequannock. Puck comes in. The shot saved by Truce. I remember Truce. I remember Trevor Cooper's on this team. Seb Rusin for West Milford. Puck carried out by West Milford Pequannock. Ziegler intercepts, and he throws it back into the far corner. Ziegler coming in. The wraparound attempt. Can't get to the net. He'll reverse course. Trying to throw it to Marshall in front. Can't get there. Ziegler with it. Tipped down by number 11 for West Milford. Hit by Ziegler in the neutral zone. Sent back in behind the West Milford line. There's number 11 with it for West Milford Pequannock. Picked up by number 4. Check along the boards by Ziegler. And it's underneath. Scrum for the puck. Pope John comes out with it. Colvin coming in, but Truce is going to cover. And no further play. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the first period. No score between Pope John and West Milford Pequannock. Mike Formisano along with you tonight, calling tonight's action as Pope John with their first middle school game. They entered the league this year here at Skylands Ice World in Stockholm, New Jersey. I don't know if Pope John's ever had a middle school team before. They've had, obviously, varsity for many years and JV. They have a JV team this year. But I don't know if the Junior Lions have ever fielded a middle school hockey team. I'll have to look that up. I know the person to ask. Mark Weaver will know. Ziegler will throw it back to Zahorsky, now over to Logan Dixon. Dixon with the pass across to Stillwagon. Yeah, Coach Brown and Coach Weaver have been there forever with Pope John. So, Coach Charlie Spetz, one of the assistant coaches this year as well. And he's been with, he was with the Pope John program and now coaches for the Skylands Kings. Dixon can't hold it at the line. It comes back out as he throws it back in. It's offside. 21 seconds remaining in the opening period. No score between West Milford Pequannock and Pope John. Formisano will take the draw. Here it is. Kings win it. Lions win it. My apologies. Kings, Skylands, Kings all over the place. As this is the Kings home rink usually for travel hockey. Once the Lions get in their uniforms, it'll be easier to refer to them as the Lions. Pope John with the puck along the boards. There is Stillwagon over to Zahorsky. Comes outside the zone. Formasano looking to send it back in. And time expires here in the first period. After one period here in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World, no score between the Pope John Junior Lions and West Milford Pequannock. We'll be back right after this. There you go. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World inside the Coliseum for Pope John Junior Lion Hockey. Mike Formasano along with you calling tonight's action. The Lions have just received reinforcements. Luke Walsh and Ryan Walsh have returned from their other hockey games. Walsh wearing number 5, Ryan is, and Luke is there wearing number 6. So they have joined forces here inside the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. West Milford already out, ready to get started for the second period. Pope John is settling their bench. Here comes Jason Trezza and Ronnie Ziegler, Hayden Marshall, William Montero.
So he's going to drop the puck.
And Tristan Stillwagon as well. Now here's the face-off, and it goes over to West Milford. Number 16 picks up the puck, down to number 11. Stillwagon knocks it down, comes over to number 2 for West Milford. Stolen away by Marshall, and as it enters the zone. Marshall after it, right near the Zamboni doors, knocks 11 off the puck, goes into the near corner where West Milford maintains possession. His Arminger plays it back in, but it's on an offside. Just underway here in the second period, 15-minute periods here in middle school hockey. Shots on goal for that first period, 7-2 in favor of West Milford Pequannock. So face-off between Ziegler and number 9 for West Milford. Number 9 coming in with number 11. Arminger defends that, passes up to Marshall. Here comes Hayden Marshall. Marshall looking for some room to work. Knocked off his stick. It goes into the far corner. Pope John in white jerseys tonight. Their traditional blue and gold jerseys will be coming later in the week. And again, thanks to Stacey Dunn for getting those ordered for the team. We'll go over rosters at our next break as well. We'll try and do that every period, especially since nobody has their jerseys. So here we go. Aiden Arminger is number 27. AJ Acuri, I don't believe he's here tonight, but he's number 12. Logan Dixon, number 9. Connor Dunn, number 19. James and Joshua Boyce, not here tonight. Michael Formasano, number 22. Hayden Marshall, number 36. Tristan Stillwagon, 24. Luke Walsh, 11. Ryan Walsh, 98. Ronnie Ziegler, number 23. And then you got the goaltender, Jason Trezza. He's number 30. And also tonight, you have Liam Montero, Oliver Colvin, and Miro Zahorsky. Here is Ryan Walsh. Pass up to Connor Dunn. It's intercepted. And number 5 has it now along the boards. Dixon with it. Dixon goes past Dunn and into the West Milford zone. Number 15 picks up the puck. Goes back the other way. And West Milford is able to escape the zone. He gets past Dixon. Number 9 has it in the corner. Logan Dixon looking for room to work. Dixon sends it back around. Puck's loose on the side of the net. Number 11 with it for West Milford Pequannock. Zahorsky on him, as well as Walsh. Puck comes through. It's deflected by Dixon. It goes wide in the net. Into the far corner. Stolen away by Dunn. Pope John trying to escape the zone. They've been there long. And here's Connor Dunn. He'll skate it outside into neutral ice. Comes across the line. You got a 3-on-1. Dunn in the high slot. The shot. Save. Rebound Walsh. Save by Truce. It's loose. And it comes back to the high slot. Dixon will send it in. Deflected. Shot on goal. Save. Dunn with the pass to Walsh. Walsh with the shot. Goes back behind the net. Formersano in there. You got number 3 for West Milford. He passes over to number 11. 11 in the near corner. Dunn on him. Pope John looking for an opportunity. Here's Colvin. Pass across to Walsh. Ryan Walsh with it. Walsh with the shot. Deflected. It's loose in the crease. Formersano just can't put it home. Formersano checks his opponent into the boards. West Milford comes out with it. Dunn steals it away. Connor Dunn with it now. Dunn goes back behind the net. We got a penalty against West Milford. Delayed call. Here's Walsh. Walsh with the pass back to Arminger. Arminger with the shot. Goes wide. Formersano on the side. Formersano trying the short way home. Can't do so. Walsh has it now. And it's finally touched by West Milford Pequannock. And they're going to go to the box with a penalty. Pope John to the power play. 11:46 remaining in the second period. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World inside the Coliseum. Mike Formersano with you. The second period action between West Milford Pequannock and the Pope John Junior Lions. West Milford wins the draw. Number 16 with it. Being defended by Luke Walsh. Puck comes all the way down the ice on net. Trezza makes the save. And picked up by Montero. Montero with the pass to Colvin. Colvin with it now. Number 10 steals it away for West Milford. Along the boards. Here is Marshall. Pass up to Walsh. Now number 16 with it for West Milford. Defensive game so far. 2 good goaltenders in net. And Cody Truce for West Milford Pequannock and Jason Trezza for Pope John. Here's West Milford. They're down a man and they're inside the Lions zone. Puck comes back behind. Stolen away by Hayden Marshall. Here's number 16 for West Milford. Luke Walsh on him. Pass to the crease. Stick save by Trezza that goes along the near boards. Here's Luke Walsh with it. Outside the zone it comes, and here comes Zahorsky. Up to Hayden Marshall. Marshall inside the zone. Marshall with the shot. Just wide left. He missed the post by inches. And here comes West Milford. Inside the zone. Ziegler on him. Zahorsky sends it up, but not out. Number 7 holds it. Tristan Stillwagon with the hit. And now Zahorsky across the blue line. Zahorsky with the pass to Marshall. Hayden Marshall comes in the zone. The shot. Saved by Truce and a hold on. Well, Pope John applying pressure, but the penalty is expired, so we're back to 5-side hockey. Shots on goal, 9-6 in favor of West Milford Pequannock. And with 10:06 remaining in the second period, it is no score. Pope John and West Milford. Ziegler will take the draw. Formersano and Stillwagon out there for Pope John. Dixon and Zahorsky on defense. Here's Logan Dixon along the doors. Checked off the puck by West Milford. Comes outside the zone and Formersano gives chase. He's got a West Milford player on him, number 2. Formersano hits the brakes, turns it around. Now the puck out to Stillwagon. Up to Formersano to Ziegler. Ronnie Ziegler looking for some space to create. Ziegler coming in the faceoff circle. Deflected down and into the netting, out of play. I believe that was Trevor Cooper getting his knee in the way of that shot. So Luke Walsh will take the face-off for Pope John. Here's Ryan Walsh with the shot. Saved by Truce. He got the glove on it. Looked like he was screened. Thought Walsh had found a pocket of the net. Now Luke Walsh wins the draw. Over to his brother Ryan. Cooper steals it away. Cooper and Walsh. teammates on the same Skylands Kings team. Many of these players are actually, have played with each other for years, one way or another. It's Pope John and West Milford Pequannock tonight, here in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. And no score in the defensive battle between the two teams. Far corner, Walsh checked off the puck by Cooper. Now it's behind the net. Walsh trying the backhand pass. Truce can't get it home. Now Walsh, the pass out front to Dunn. Connor Dunn can't get the shot off. Along the near boards, back to Arminger. Aiden Arminger with the shot deflected just wide. Luke Walsh got a stick on it, and it missed the post by inches. Now a tie up along the boards. Pope John's pressing. Here's Luke Walsh with it. Pass out to Colvin, or Montero. And it's picked up by West Milford. They'll send it in. Trezza with the save. Arminger after it. Comes in on Trezza again. They'll stick it aside. And now picked up by Connor Dunn. Dunn with the pass to Luke Walsh. Walsh across the blue line. Walsh coming in. Now to Ryan. Ryan along. It's stolen away by West Milford. And now back the other way. Here comes number 11, Seb Rusin in. Rusin all alone. The shot. He scores. Seb Rusin for West Milford Pequannock puts WMPQ up 1-0 over Pope John. So Rusin's goal comes with 8:07 remaining in the second period. Seb Rusin with the goal. Number 11 for West Milford Pequannock. And it's 1-0 over Pope John. So here's a face-off. Ronnie Ziegler will take the draw. Puck along the near boards. There's Colvin right in front of us. Ziegler knocks down the West Milford player, number 7. Marshall. It's in the West Milford zone, but comes right back out. And here's Colvin. Colvin coming in on a break. Colvin with the backhand shot. Saved by Truce. The rebound by Marshall. Doesn't get through. Truce with the big save. Now off the backboards. Here's Colvin with it. Pope John getting near opportunities. Just have not been able to convert. It's their first game together, so it will come. Just needs some time. Here's Zahorsky with the pass in front. Number 3 with it for West Milford. Sends it back behind the net. Trezza will stick it aside, and there's Zahorsky with it. Here's Zahorsky. It's underneath him. Puck comes out, played by Dixon. Logan Dixon with it, the pass up to Marshall. Here's Hayden Marshall. Marshall, right-handed shot. He's got the red, white, and blue socks on, the New Jersey Colonials jersey. Comes in with Ronnie Ziegler. Pass to Ziegler on his backhand. Just can't control it. Now comes back to him in the face-off circle. Michael Formisano can't hold it inside the zone. So we got a delayed penalty call, I believe. And here comes Truce off the ice. Ziegler is finally able to send it back in, and the penalty is called. And we'll see who it's against. It's against Ronnie Ziegler. So here's the official announcement. High sticking call against Ziegler. 6:32 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 West Milford Pequannock leads over Pope John. Face off to the right of Trezza. Cooper with it, back at the point. The shot comes in deflected, saved by Trezza. Now along the far boards. Number 10 with it for West Milford. Pass across to number 2, the shot, he scores. One-timer, and number 2 is able to put it in the back of the net. 2-0 West Milford over Pope John. So consecutive goals by West Milford Pequannock. That one on the power play. And it's 2-0 over Pope John. Luke Walsh will take the draw for the Kings. Here's Ryan Walsh. Walsh looking for a step. Can't get it. And number 10 for West Milford will send it the other way. West Milford with the pass across. And number 16 down to number 2. Shot wide and off the backboards. Now here's Dunn. Dunn looking for a break. 16 steals it away. Walsh after him. Hope John trailing 2-0 over West Milford right now. Here's Luke Walsh. Walsh checked off the puck by number 16. Now here's number 5, Connor Dunn after him. Pass the referee. Here's Ryan Walsh with it. Here's number 2 for West Milford. West Milford in their gray jerseys with gold trim and white numbers. Pope John with white jerseys on tonight. They're all random as they are waiting for their traditional blue and gold jerseys. And they have been ordered, so they should be here next week. Here is Montero inside the zone, trying to come in. Back behind the net, Cooper will pass it out. Ziegler after the West Milford player. He's knocked down. Dixon picks up the puck. Here's Logan Dixon. Dixon along the far boards. The pass up to Ziegler. Goes in the far corner. Pass across. Comes outside the zone. And Pope John has to retrieve it. Here's Dixon with the pass across. Marshall picks it up. Hayden Marshall in neutral ice. On his backhand, across the red line. Trying to break inside the zone. Rouston pokes it off his stick. Rouston to Marshall in there. Puck comes out. Truce with the save. It's back behind the West Milford net. Through the crease it comes. Now to pass up to number 4. Tips it ahead. Pass to Zahorsky. Zahorsky has to give chase. There's Zahorsky. Pass to Ollie Colvin. Colvin with it. Off the boards. There's Ziegler. Ronnie Ziegler with the pass. Intercepted by number 4. Goes into the far corner. Takes a weird bounce off the Zamboni door. And there's Rouston with it. Formasano steals it away. Taken away by number 16. West Milford with a 2-0 lead over Pope John in the Junior Lions' first game here in middle school. Here's Dixon in. Logan Dixon in front. The pass to Formasano. He scores! Michael Formasano with the pass from Logan Dixon. And Formasano scores their first goal for Pope John Middle School hockey. It's 2-1. Pope John trails West Milford Pequannock. 3:29 remaining in the second period. Formasano from Dixon. And West Milford's lead cut to 2-1. Now here's Formasano with it along the far boards. Aiden Arminger picks it up. The 27 tonight. Pass across. There's Montero. Montero back behind the net. Gives it out to Marshall. Hayden Marshall with it. Marshall across the blue. Stolen away by West Milford. Now here is Montero. Montero tripped down. No call with play on. Here's West Milford. Along the near boards. Number 7 with it. Puck comes outside, not outside the zone. It was held in, but now West Milford clears. Formasano gets a stick on it. Here's number 9 inside the zone. On his backhand now. Pass Arminger. Shot. Save. Trezza. Big save by Jason Trezza. And here's Ronnie Ziegler. Ziegler coming up with Marshall and Formasano. Ziegler across the red, now across the blue. Ziegler in. Being harangued by number 11, Seb Rouston. Puck all the way around. Another weird bounce off that Zamboni door. It's almost like it's sticking out. The puck bounces off of it, and it doesn't go around. Here's Marshall. Stolen away by number 5. And there's Aiden Arminger with it. Puck into the far corner. Formasano with it. Michael Formasano will pass it up to Hayden Marshall. Marshall across the red. Marshall across the blue. Stolen away by number 8 for West Milford. With a minute 50 remaining in the second period. It's 2-1 West Milford over Pope John. Puck all the way down for an icing. And we'll have a face-off deep in the West Milford zone. So, the trivia question that'll come years from now. Who scored the first goal in Pope John Middle School hockey? No, Michael Formasano. And assisted by Logan Dixon. Shots on goal, 13-9 in favor of West Milford Pequannock. No, I'm not biased. Either way, listen, Good players on both teams. This has been an exciting hockey game so far. We hope you're enjoying it. I'm Mike Formersano. We are in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. 2-1, West Milford. Pequannock leads over Pope John. Logan Dixon with it now inside his own zone. Backhand pass goes over to Ryan Walsh. Here's Walsh over the red line. Ryan and Luke Walsh coming in. Over to Luke. Luke with the tip. Just wide of the right post. Now it's off the side of the net. In front. Poked home. Ryan Walsh buries it behind Cody Truce. And Pope John has tied the score. 2-2. So Ryan Walsh with the assist from Luke. And the Walsh brothers get it done. They tie the score. 2-2. Here's Luke Walsh with the face-off. Sends it all the way in. Truce will play it to the near corner. Walsh in after it. Zahorsky knocks it down. Minute 4 remaining. We are tied at 2 between West Milford, Pequannock, and Pope John. One heck of a hockey game so far. Here's West Milford outside the zone. Along the far boards. Fans on the pass. Gets the pass done, and it's inside the Pope John end. Here is Ryan Walsh with it. Walsh with the pass up to Dunn. In the skates of number 10 for West Milford, Pequannock. Logan Dixon after it. Dixon has it now behind the net. Walsh trying to pass it up to Luke. And here come the Walsh brothers again along with Connor Dunn. Dunn along the far boards. Stolen away. And there's Dixon. Dixon to Luke Walsh. Luke has it along the far boards. Ronnie Ziegler steals it away. Here's Ziegler coming across the blue line. On Ziegler's back end. Now it's forehand. Nice pull by Ronnie. Coming in on the face-off circle. Ziegler. He gets a shove in the back. No call. We play on. Puck in the near corner. And we've run out of time here in the second period as the buzzer sounds. So 2 goals by West Milford Pequannock to put them up 2-0. And then goals by Michael Formersano and Ryan Walsh have evened things up. After 2 periods, it's Pope John 2, West Milford Pequannock 2. We'll be back to Skylands Ice World in the Coliseum right after this. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World inside the Coliseum for Pope John Middle School Hockey. Mike Formersano along with you, calling tonight's action. After 2 periods, it's Pope John Junior Lions 2, West Milford Pequannock 2. Goals by Seb Rusin for West Milford Pequannock, and a second one by number 2 afterwards. And then Michael Formersano with the first Pope John goal, assisted by Logan Dixon. And then Ryan Walsh, assisted by Luke Walsh, his brother, for the tying goal. And that's your score, 2-2. After 2 periods, shots on goal favor West Milford Pequannock, 13-10. But the scoreboard says 2-2 as we start 3rd period. Coach Maria Petro releasing the team onto the ice to start the 3rd period. Ronnie Ziegler will take the draw. He's got Tristan Stillwagon out there, along with Aiden Arminger and Hayden Marshall and Mira Zahorsky. Jason Trezor in net for Pope John. We start the 3rd period. Pope John in their white uniforms, trimmed by whatever names and numbers they have from previous teams because they don't have their regular jerseys yet. Those are coming in. There'll be navy jerseys or blue and gold, traditional colors for Pope John. We want to thank Stacey Dunn for ordering those for the team. Here is Tristan Stillwagon in the corner. Stillwagon digging the puck out. Comes out to West Milford Pequannock. There's Hayden Marshall. Marshall will play it in. Stillwagon gives chase. Tristan Stillwagon across. Through the crease. Nobody home. Ziegler now on it. Stolen away by number 11 for West Milford Pequannock. Tied at 2. Early 3rd period here from the Coliseum in Skylands Ice World. Here's Ziegler across the blue line. Ziegler in the shot. Saved by Truce. And it goes into the near corner. There's Ziegler. West Milford Pequannock steals it away. Now back to Marshall. Here's Marshall with it. Sends it back behind the net. Colvin in the near corner. Puck comes out to Armiger. Armiger with the shot. Deflected by Stillwagon. Goes back behind the net. Number 5 picks it up for West Milford Pequannock. There's number 11, Seb Rusin for West Milford. He skates up 2-on-1. Got number 8 with him. Marshall back to pass to 8. The shot off the crossbar. Oh, number 8 rings iron for West Milford Pequannock. And the game remains tied at 2. Puck goes inside the West Milford end. Picked up by Rusin, number 11. Pass up to number 8, who just missed taking the lead for West Milford Pequannock. Here's Luke Walsh. Stolen away by Rusin. Rusin with a shot above the crossbar and into the near corner. Puck comes outside the zone. Luke Walsh gives chase. Rusin has it now. Rusin being chased down by Luke Walsh. Got Ryan Walsh to assist. Rusin in the corner. Both Walshes pitching in. Ryan Walsh with the steal. The backhand shot saved by Truce. Number 4 plays it out for West Milford. Now up to Rusin. Zahorsky has it now for Pope John. Luke Walsh with it across the blue line in the West Milford Pequannock zone. Puck goes through the crease and into the corner. There is Ryan Walsh. Liam Montero with it. Montero in the near corner. Pass out to Dixon. Logan Dixon. Pass to Montero. Just out of his reach. Now here's Ryan Walsh. The pass back to Zahorsky. Down to Dixon. Attempted steal by number 9. Dixon's able to keep it inside the zone. It does bounce out. Well, they say he's kept it in. Now comes outside the zone, and there's Zahorsky with it. Zahorsky with the pass to Ryan Walsh. Walsh with the backhand pass to Luke. On the blue line, stolen away by number 4. 2-2 tie between West Milford Pequannock and Pope John. Less than 12 minutes remaining, third period. Shots on goal now, 13-11 in favor of West Milford. And here's Ryan Walsh. Walsh over the blue line. Walsh coming over the red. Inside the West Milford zone. Gives chase behind the net. Walsh in there. Trevor Cooper knocked down. Walsh to Marshall. Marshall on the face-off circle. Drops down to the corner. Here's Marshall with it. Backhands it to Formisano behind the net. Michael Formisano with the pass up to Armiger. Just out of his reach. He reaches in to get it. Formisano and Armiger along with Walsh in there. Connor Dunn helping out. Puck comes to West Milford. Now up the ice it goes. Ryan Walsh on his own face-off circle to the left of Trezza. Pass up to Formisano. Formisano with Dunn. Knocked off his stick. It comes in on Truce, and he'll cover. And no further play. 11:01 remaining, third period. We're tied at 2 here in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. Mike Formisano along with you. Calling tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us. Please join us next Sunday night for more middle school hockey as Pope John will take on the defending champions, Jefferson. And that'll be, I believe, at 5:30 here next Sunday night at Skylands Ice World. Puck goes in the corner, goes behind the net. West Milford picks it up from there. There's Ziegler. Ronnie Ziegler with it. Ziegler on the backhand. Puck comes out to number 16 for West Milford. Over the red line. Now over the blue. Stillwagon hunting him down. Is able to knock him free from the puck. Good defense by Tristan Stillwagon to prevent that rush. Now here's Marshall. Hayden Marshall over the red. Marshall over the blue. Hayden Marshall coming in. The shot just wide right of the post. Now along the far boards there's Ziegler. Number 16 knocks him off the puck. Cleared into neutral ice by West Milford. Here's number 10 coming in the zone. The pass to number 16. Now the pass in front. The shot goes wide and into the near corner. Oh, it looked like a golden opportunity there for West Milford, but they missed. There's Connor Dunn. He'll send it in. Goes all the way around. He wraps it around the board. Ziegler gives chase behind the net. Ziegler crunched by Rusin. Seb Rusin tying up Ronnie Ziegler. Puck's loose. It's picked up by Ziegler along the far boards. Looking for an outlet. Comes to Zahorsky. He holds it in. Good play by him. Wraps it around the boards. Dunn gives chase behind. Connor Dunn in the near corner. Dunn will pass it back. It's deflected now in front. The shot by Luke Walsh. And it goes wide, and Rustin picks up the puck. Tight contest between West Milford, Pequannock, and Pope John. The Lions are gaming their first middle school contest in this league. Here's Ziegler checking 16 off the puck. West Milford, Pequannock, finalists last year. They lost to Jefferson in a 3-game series in the championship round. And guess who Pope John gets to play next week? They get to play the defending champions. So, 2 tough contests to start the season. And then High Point, another team that's loaded. Here's Luke Walsh. So, nobody said it'd be easy for Pope John coming into this league. 3 tough contests off the bat. Here is Ronnie Ziegler. He'll send it in. Goes back behind the West Milford net. Coleman after it. Puck goes over to number 5. Now to 10 for West Milford. West Milford has it neutral ice off the skates of Montero. And picked up by Marshall. Here's Hayden Marshall with it. Along the boards, there's Arminger. Puck goes bouncing high into the air. Now along the near boards, number 5 will play it in. Gets past Marshall. Goes back behind the net. Number 27 picking it up. Hayden Arminger for Pope John. Luke Walsh with it. Sends the pass up. It goes into the West Milford Pequannock end. Number 15, Cooper, checked off the puck by Montero. Montero continues to work hard there. Formasano now. And West Milford's able to skate it up and out. Formasano keeps it inside the zone. Good work by Formasano. Comes back out and goes over to Rustin. Here's Seb Rustin over the blue line. Rustin with the shot. Glove save by Trezza. And he'll hold on. 7:32 remaining here in the third period at Skylands Ice World in Stockholm, New Jersey. Pope John is tied with West Milford Pequannock 2-2. The face-off to the right of Trezza. Shots on goal 15-11 in favor of West Milford Pequannock, but we're tied on the scoreboard at 2. Formasano wins the draw. He sends it into the corner. There's Zahorsky. Rustin steals it away. Rustin back behind the net. Pass off to number 8. Goes back behind, looking for a shortcut. Now there is number 9, or number 3, I should say, for West Milford, and he misses. Here is Dunn. Dunn with the pass to center ice. Ryan Walsh coming in the breakaway. Walsh with the shot. Save by Truce. It's in the 5-hole, and he covers. Oh, Walsh usually buries those. He can't believe he got stopped. Good save by Cody Truce. Right in the breadbasket. Great shot by Walsh. Even better save by Truce. 7:06 remaining, third period, 2-2, West Milford and Pope John. Formasano takes the draw for Pope John to the right of Truce. One by West Milford, goes into the corner. Here's Rustin. He'll send it around. Now the puck comes out to number 8, across the blue line, the shot in. Blocker glove saved by Trezza, he got a piece of it. And it goes back around, and here is Connor Dunn. Dunn up to Formasano. Formasano looking for a break. Knocked off his stick. And as it came in, it's an offside. 6:44 to go. Third period. Pope John and West Milford Pequannock tied at 2. We're in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. Mike Formasano along with you calling tonight's action. Thank you so much for joining us. Ronnie Ziegler will take the draw. He's got Tristan Stillwagon and Liam Montero out there. Ziegler wins it, goes inside the zone. There is Trevor Cooper, sends it around. I believe that's Braden Klein for, it is, number 5 for West Milford Pequannock. There's Montero, he loses it over. Puck's loose. Comes back over to Arminger. Arminger with the pass to Stillwagon. Tristan Stillwagon looking to come inside the zone. Off the backhand, now here's Ziegler. Ziegler in the corner. Ziegler looking to break free. Ziegler back behind the net now. Trying for a post. It's out in front. The shot. He scores! Tristan Stillwagon past Cody Truce. And Pope John has taken a 3-2 lead. So Stillwagon from Ziegler. And Pope John has come all the way back. And they've taken a 3-2 lead with 6:07 remaining in the third period. Oh, goals by Formisano, Walsh and Stillwagon, and Pope John up by 1. Puck off the boards. There is Luke Walsh. Comes over to number 16 for West Milford. Number 2 with the shots knocked down. And here comes Walsh on the break. Ryan Walsh looking to get some distance. Walsh coming in. Walsh on the backhand. Saved by Truce. He sticks out the right pad and goes into the near corner. Now here's number 2 with it. Across the blue line, now across the red. Number 16 comes in for West Milford. Puck knocked off his stick. There's Zahorsky. Number 2 can't handle it. Goes over to Colvin. Colvin with the pass up to Walsh. Here's Walsh on the breakaway. Walsh in. Walsh with the shot. He scores! Ryan Walsh underneath the right pad of Cody Truce. And Pope John is taking a 4-2 lead. The goal comes with 5:28 remaining. Walsh on the breakaway. And his second goal of the game. Pope John up by a deuce. 4-2. So Ronnie Ziegler will take the face-off. Formisano on the right, Connor Dunn on the left. Hayden Armiger and Hayden Marshall on defense. Shots on goal now, 16-15 in favor of West Milford Pequannock. But Pope John is up by 2. Here's Dunn along the boards. Now here's Ziegler. Ziegler inside the zone. He's in the far corner. Ziegler goes around the net. Formisano picks it up on the back end. Formisano in front. Here's Dunn. Connor Dunn with the shot. High above the crossbar and in the near corner. He just missed the crossbar there. Here is Rusin into the zone. Seb Rusin. He's got help. Rusin with the shot. Wide left. The rebound. Trezor gets the stick on it. It's behind the net. Here is Rusin. Checked by Ziegler. Rusin with it. Back behind. Puck's loose. It comes back to the face-off circle. Goes back behind. There's number 8 for West Milford Pequannock. 4:40 to go, third period. In front, knocked aside. Here is number 11. The shot comes in. It's knocked off Marshall. And Marshall has a break. Here comes Marshall with Ziegler. And Dunn. Marshall coming in. The shot. Saved by Truce. And he'll cover. Hayden Marshall with a good rip on Cody Truce. But Truce makes the save. And no further play. 4:26 remaining, third period. Pope John up on West Milford Pequannock, 4-2. Face off to the left of Truce. Puck goes in the corner. There's Stillwagon. Stillwagon with the go-ahead goal so far. It's out in front. It's loose. Ryan Walsh trying to pick it up. Walsh with a pair tonight. Here's Dixon. Logan Dixon with an assist tonight. Puck comes back out to Zahorsky. Zahorsky to Stillwagon. Stillwagon over the blue. Sends it in the corner. West Milford steals it away. There is Ryan Walsh. Walsh in the corner. Clyde knocks him off the puck. It's loose in front. There's Montero. Now Walsh in the far corner. Walsh trying to get some separation. Here's Zahorsky back at the point. Back to Dixon. Dixon fires. Save Truce. Quick catching glove. And he'll hold on. 3:45 remaining, third period. Pope John leading over West Milford Pequannock, 4-2. Mike Formisano here in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World for Pope John's first middle school game against the finalists from last year, West Milford Pequannock. Here's Ziegler. Ziegler sends it in to Colvin. Ollie Colvin. Pass out in front. Goes through the crease and along the far boards. There's Trevor Cooper, number 15 for West Milford. He'll play it around. Goes off the near boards. Number 16 with it for West Milford. Pope John will hit the ice again next Sunday night, taking on Jefferson, the defending champion of this league. That's next Sunday at 5:30. Number 16 coming in. Good defense by Logan Dixon. Knocks him off the puck. And along the Zamboni doors. Now here's number 10. 3:09 to go, third period. Pope John leading by 2. The shot deflected, and it goes towards the near boards. Here's number 5 with it. Sends it back around. Here's number 3. Ronnie Ziegler picks up the puck. And Ziegler on the faceoff circle. Outside the zone it goes, and over the red line. Now Ziegler elbowed by number 10. No call, we play on. Goes back behind the net. There's Luke Walsh. Walsh has it behind. Walsh along the far boards. Ziegler got elbowed. And the referees must have missed that. Here's Armiger on the far boards. Puck comes in. Number 5, Braden Klein with it. Pass up. Stolen away by Marshall. Here's Hayden Marshall. Marshall sends it back in. Well, on the boards, there's Stillwagon wearing number 9 tonight. He'll be number 24 in the regular season. Well, this isn't regular season, but when they get the jerseys. 2:16 remaining, third period. Pope John up by 2. Gets past Arminger, and number 2, who has the goal tonight, has a break for West Milford. The shot deflected down by Arminger. Good play by Eden. It's the Zamboni doors again. Somebody's got to look into that. Puck just bounces off like it's a barrier. Arminger in the corner. You got number 10 in there. Puck comes out outside the zone and over the red line. It goes back into West Milford Pequannock ice. Minute 45 remaining, third period. We'll look to see if West Milford pulls Cody Truce for an extra attacker. 16 with the pass to 10. The shot comes in, saved by Trezza, and he'll cover for no further play. Minute 34 remaining, third period. 4-2. Pope John over West Milford Pequannock. And timeout called by West Milford. Coach Watt, Coach DeRobertis, and Coach Klein. I think it's actually Coaches DeRobertis and Klein tonight for West Milford Pequannock. They call a timeout, so we'll take one as well. Minute 34 remaining here in the third period. Pope John leading 4-2. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Skylands Ice World inside the Coliseum for Pope John Middle School Hockey. Mike Formisano along with you calling tonight's action as Pope John leads West Milford Pequannock 4-2 with a minute 34 remaining in the third period. Coach Marie Petro looking for her first victory here as she leads the Pope John Middle School team into action for their first game in this league for middle school hockey. They're 94 seconds away. Ronnie Ziegler will take the draw to the right, and Jason Trezza wins it, and it goes up to Formisano. Here comes Formisano with Stillwagon. 3 defenders on them. Pass to Stillwagon. He'll send it in deep inside the West Milford zone. West Milford Pequannock was a finalist last year, going to Game 3 of the finals, losing to Jefferson. Deflected down, the shot from the point from Marshall, and it almost went past Truce. Here's Formisano in the corner. Puck along the far boards now. Here's number 16 for West Milford Pequannock. Stolen away by Ziegler. Here's Ziegler with the puck. The shot saved by Truce. It's loose and picked up by number 16 for West Milford Pequannock. Up to Rusin. 55 seconds to go. Rusin comes in. Rusin through the defense. Good defense. It comes into Trezza, and he gloves it down. And no further play. Big save again by Jason Trezza. Pope John leading 4-2 with 48.5 seconds remaining, and they now lead the shots on goal category 19-18. Empty net for West Milford Pequannock. Here's the faceoff, goes back to number 10. Sends it in the corner. Number 16 has it for West Milford. Stolen away by Ziegler. It's off the referee's skate. Bad break for Ziegler, and West Milford takes away the puck. Now in the slot, high above the crossbar. Number 8 with it. He hit a crossbar earlier tonight, number 8 did. Missed a goal by inches. Now in the crease. Stolen away by Stillwagon. Stillwagon sends it all the way down. He scores! Tristan Stillwagon with the empty netter. And his second goal of the game. And with 22.5 seconds remaining, Pope John is going to win this one. They are up 5-2. And now Formisano with an unsportsmanlike penalty at the end. Celebration. And so,
For me, we'll put that one in. For me, we'll put it in.
So Formisano with the unsportsmanlike penalty, 22.5 seconds remaining. So Pope John will be down a man for the remaining 22.5. Number 4 over the blue line comes inside the zone. Sends it back to number 11. Now here's Walsh. Walsh coming in. Truce is back in net. Ryan Walsh all alone. Walsh with the shot. He scores! A shorthanded goal for Ryan Walsh. And a hat trick for number 5 tonight. And Pope John leads 6-2. 8.3 seconds remaining in the third period. A shorthanded goal for Pope John. Here's a face-off. Luke Walsh wins it. Stolen away. Here is Ryan Walsh with it. 4 seconds remaining and sending it inside the zone. And there's the buzzer. The pride is spoken. The Pope John Lions defeat West Milford Pequannock. Final score here in the Coliseum at Skylands Ice World. Pope John 6, West Milford Pequannock 2.
I don't know what number he's wearing. They're all wearing the
So Pope John getting goals from Michael Formisano, Tristan Stillwagon 2 tonight, as well as 3 from Ryan Walsh. And Coach Maria Petro and Pope John win the first game in the middle school league to go to 1-0 on the season. West Milford Pequannock drops to 0-1. Very close contest. The score 6-2, not indicative of how close this game was. But a great effort by both teams. Pope John will skate away with the victory. And at the end of this game, it is 6-2. Pope John over West Milford Pequannock. For everyone here at Skylands Ice World inside the Coliseum, it's Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. We'll be back next Sunday as Pope John will take on Jefferson, the defending champions of the Middle School League. So, for everyone here at Skylands Ice World, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score, once again, the Pope John Lions defeat West Milford Pequannock 6-2. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.